I can't tell whether we're on.
Yeah.
We are on. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Harp Effect with Marcia and Yo Reno. I'm just surrounded by just so much goodness that I'm just sort of spilling over. And I walk out here and I see all of this, and maybe it's all these are Reno's. These are his collections of rocks and bird feeders and
the
crystal ball. And he must have been like polishing them up, because my life is just kind of like been just flooded with people calling that I have not talked to in several years, just out of the blue. Or I was thinking about them one day, hadn't seen or heard of them in years, and the next day there's an email. Wow, I decided I had some of the power of these rocks.
Yeah, I think you did.
They're really pretty, and it's quite a collection. What did you bring them out here just to show them off?
Just something to decorate. Yeah, I mean, we got most of these from our friends at Crystal and Silver, Jose and Gabriela.
At Nativa. Nativa store in
La Quinta.
Yes, in La Quinta, and like sometimes when they're in the house and sitting there, I just stop and look at them, and just admire and sort of
it's like,
drink in.
I mean, it's like this one. How does Mother Nature just have it so smooth and already into a point? They find them like this.
Wow, so beautiful. So
Anyhow.
Jose and Gabriela, Nativa.
Yeah.
La Quinta, you want to go there. It's like being a child in a candy store.
Yeah,
you just can't see enough things at once.
They're going to be remodeling a little bit. They're going to have more clothing coming up.
Oh, really?
So we're going to do a show there.
Oh,
yeah.
They were on one of our really early shows.
When their son was only like 5'6", and now he's 6'6".
Is he?
I don't know.
But he's tall. He's beautiful. He's beautiful. And talking of beauty, I'm looking out over the golf course here at Indian Palms, where Reno and I live, and we went to a meeting last night, and just were surrounded by like at least 200 people from where we live in this community.
Oh, yeah, 300.
300, you think? Oh, probably. And in fact, Reno came back home and got some folding chairs because they were running out of chairs.
Yeah.
And the meeting was all about upgrading and bringing beauty back to the golf course and some of the other surrounding areas.
The common areas. And what was interesting, usually when you get in a big crowd like that and it's noisy, everybody's talking. But I brought it up to Marcia's attention. It was like we were all on the same page. Everybody was happy to be there. They already anticipated that results was happening. I heard nothing but positive conversations from everybody. So it was really a good feeling. So the crowd didn't bother us, and the noise didn't bother us.
Oh, it was just wonderful. It was just to know that you're surrounded. They all live in this community, and that,
Well, our clubhouse, you go there, you don't know anybody, you'll know everybody before you leave, because everyone's so friendly. They'll get you involved with, whatever game they're playing, invite you to their table. And I think that's the big draw, is you start hanging out with like-minded people, or people with similar, what would be the word, a similar purpose that's for the greater good, with no hidden agendas. And I think we, as a society and the community, or wherever you are, I think we all strive to be around people like that. And sometimes we give up when we watch the news, or when friends are whining, blaming, and complaining. It's like you want to throw your hands up, but then you got to go, well, who can I turn to? Hey, that's a song, ain't it?
If you turn away. Oh, and I've been so fortunate in, like, I teach singing as well as fitness and dance and do shows, and like somebody said, what do you want to,
Look at the camera.
What do you want to teach? Or what do you teach? Or what do you do? And I went, what do I not do? It's like, because in the last couple of days, some new students that are just excited about singing and
who are friends too. They are friends and students.
And yes,
They
true.
become friends, right?
Yes.
She hasn't met a student she didn't like.
That includes him.
I'm the hardest.
There's a wannabe singer here, and he has worked very hard, and he's come a long, long way. I keep touching this microphone. Do I send this off into?
I don't know.
You know what? I think a smart thing to do would maybe to reach up there and see if anybody's giving us the high sign that they can't hear us. I think so, only because anybody?
Dan and Sandy, Mama.
Oh, Dan and Sandy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know how much I love you. They were my sister's neighbors in Barnesville, Ohio.
Oh.
And Sandy was like I'm sure you still are an angel. Yes, I know you are. And one of these days, I'm going to get back there and see everybody. Barnesville is still the best, the best. Oh, yeah, I was going to wear my Shamrock shirt. Oh.
From the reunion.
Yes, James Saville sent me a shirt from Barnesville, Ohio's class reunion. Barnesville Shamrocks. Oh, once a Shamrock, always a Shamrock. And well, I'm saving it for a special day. That's what I'll do.
Like
now I'm going to save it for a special day.
St. Patrick's Day next year.
No, and I love it. But isn't it wonderful that I'm still, to the rest of the world that's watching, that I'm still connected to people that I grew up with, friends I've made in lots of places, and that's what we were talking about last night. We made some new friends that maybe we had only passed on the road and said hi or something, and they were sitting at our table. And we got to be more friendly, and wow.
Well, going back to your students, and without naming names, it's something you always ask is, why did you give up this? Why did you give up that? And it's fun to see people picking that back up, whether it's to get in shape, learn an instrument, learn to sing, learn to dance, acting. We have some friends doing acting now, so, right? I'm not mentioning no names. She's all paranoid. We already talked about this. You got to, like, chill. You got to chill, babe. I'm not going to mention no names. But these are things that people want to know, that it's out there.
Oh, well, yes, absolutely.
So I shouldn't be afraid to talk about it. She's tense right now.
Well, let's see here now. I actually had a call. The thing that was the email was this PR person that I knew and was acquainted with back when I lived in New York, I think, because she was from New Jersey, and she still has her PR. Annie Jennings still has her PR company in New Jersey, and she said today on the phone, 25 years later, and I'm still connected with her. And it's like, wow, what an incredible feeling to know that you had something that strong.
Why are you still connected? What did you do for her?
Well, she had published, I wrote some articles that she had published in some catalog or book or newsletter that she represented and did a long time ago. And when I saw her name, I just reconnected with her again. I just sent her a note, and then we talked on the phone today, and she's still out there putting it out to the world, and she encouraged me to take on a little new direction with some things. That would be great. We'll see.
Are you thinking about it?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Yes, yes. And how about you? What were you? I know you were, the ad today I thought was wonderful. And as he usually does these great ads. He does that. I don't. He knows how to do all that stuff.
Well, I just try to make it colorful and, get people to maybe comment, chime in, be part of what we have to offer and say. Yeah, thanks.
Oh, well, but it's like it takes time, it takes effort, it takes, like, how did you connect? Like, someone's, we'll see, watching me?
Is someone watching me?
And that was the song?
Yeah.
And who did it?
I think it's called Reaction.
Oh, okay.
It was a 90s song. But even back then, they were talking about cell phones and cameras and all this, even before AI, about someone's watching me, somebody's listening to me. And it's like, how do you get away from that these days? And Marcia and I, we do not leave our cell phones in our bedroom. Nope. Have them away somewhere else, in the office. We don't have nothing, well, I can say this, we don't have nothing smart in our house, so to speak. No smart TV. I mean, we have our computers, but they're not in the bedroom, they're not in the living room. So it's just finding ways to separate yourself from it, because as technology increases and everybody's relying on AI, I mean, teachers are complaining about AI. It's taken away from the students. And I have friends that they swear AI will not take advantage of them, that AI will not take them on that other path. And I'm like, I already see it happening.
Well, AI was mentioned today, and I was so grateful that I at least even knew what it was. I did, and I felt so smug and smart. I knew what AI was. But it's so fascinating. It's fascinating. I mean, I remember the day a friend in an office in Northern California sent a fax across the ocean. And I could not believe it.
We're so far
I could not believe that there actually was a way that that piece of paper could go into this machine and go to Europe and come out of another little machine.
Mm-hmm. It's still kind of remarkable when you think about it.
Well, it is. And the same thing with AI. How do you say, my name is Marcia Harp, and today I have a show, and what do I talk about? And it would come back. I didn't do that, but bless you.
AI did it.
AI. Yes, that I would. So AI, and now what's the other Chat
GPT. It's all the same. Chat GPT, AI, it's all artificial intelligence. But one note on that AI, I know somebody that wants to be is a speaker, but they're cloning themselves through AI so they can be on multiple channels.
How can that be?
That's technology. You don't have to actually be there. You could have a clone talking for you, because it's all programmed.
Huh?
Yeah, it's like the old Disneyland where you go, it's a small world, or the Lincoln room where Lincoln was like talking to you and moving. But this AI stuff, it can almost make you think you're talking to the real person, but there's still glitches, thank goodness. But when you're listening to books or other podcasters, it's getting more and more difficult to figure out, are they real? How do you know? It's almost, if you're not willing to put it out there, like, no, this is a real person. I am a real person today. This is not a AI-generated ad or podcast. Because I see it happening more and more on YouTube.
Yes, absolutely.
But when you have friends that are thinking it's the greatest thing ever, AI is all in the cloud. You don't really own it. It's going to own you if we're not careful. But I don't know. I just had these discussions with a couple of friends.
So he's wound up about AI and all of that.
Well, it's like the latest craze. Everybody convinces you, like, remember when they brought out Sweet and Low? Man, Sweet and Low is the best thing ever. And then we find out how bad it is for you. Right? It's it's the same thing. We have to have some discernment more so than ever with all the information that's coming at us at 1,000 miles an hour. It's not easy.
No, it isn't. And it's like airplanes. Let's go back to when the first airplane flew. I mean, I still don't understand how they stay in the air. That's number one. Number two, I don't understand how ships can stay on top of water. Big ships with thousands of people on the boat, and it can stay on top of that water.
Obviously, you didn't take science. No.
You would say so. But where I'm going with this is, I had a friend who just got back from a trip to Italy, actually, and the trip was just horrendous. Delayed here, pick up there, sent to a crappy hotel, bad food, 3 hours later, another pick. Just was a nightmare.
Wow.
And I thought to myself, maybe we should work more on getting the airplane,
Work here.
rather than, like, let's say, is AI going to get the airplane someplace? Oh my gosh, I get so convoluted over the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, a trip like that, I don't know what it costs, $8,000, $10,000 to go over there for a few days with hotel, food.
I have no clue.
Me neither.
Nor a desire.
That's true.
Well, Reno, we're off to...
Go hear Jeff Gonzalez. He's our state assemblyman. He has a new office in Indio, so we're going to go hear what he has to say. He sent out some flyers about helping us with taxes and bringing more awareness to preventing child trafficking, which is still on the frickin' rise. Everybody talks about it, but very few people do anything about it or talk about it because it's a tough subject, I mean, you can steer the pot all you want, but if you're not going to get it to boil over, then you're just steering the pot. Does that make sense? A lot of people will steer the pot. They'll agitate it and agitate. Yes, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Okay, what are you going to do? It's just frustrating. When you see the numbers of people rallying for this and rallying for that, and then when it's something to deal with kids, it seems like it just diminishes for whatever reason. I do get compliments on a little thing I put on my back window. It was Luke 17:2. I've had people honk, and I guess we're at a red light. They're looked on their phone long enough to see what the scripture meant. So that's kind of, rewarding. Some people are paying attention, but the numbers just keep going up, and, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. I mean, I know the main solution is to get the churches to talk about it on a regular basis. And why they don't, I don't know. They might talk about it once or twice, but then it goes away. What we repeatedly talk about, it helps.
Well, to be just the awareness of how many of us really know how unbelievable this whole child trafficking situation is. It's like you it's so unbelievable that you find it hard to believe, really.
One of these days, I think I'll do an episode just on that subject, so that way we can prepare the audience for the dark side. You might want to have a drink or two, because it's worse than you can imagine, and worse than what you see on your regular media. So anyhow, we'll say that for another day.
Okay.
We'll prep them.
We'll prep them, yes. Well, that's because Reno is coffee. Can I say this? Yeah, your coffee business.
Oh, sure.
Reno has been creating and working very diligently on bringing about a coffee business. But the purpose of it is to bring awareness to child trafficking. Because we sometimes sit around and go and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But what are we really doing about anything that has, seems like too far away or too out there, or I don't know it, or why is it doesn't bother me? Well, yes, it should. We all need to be more informed in what's going on as we decide on our own, what we can do. And of course, I have always said that the first place to start is at home. Yeah. Being kind and loving and caring
and aware
at home, whether it's your immediate family, your neighbors, your big community where you may live, or anyone that you come in touch with.
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah, it's with the coffee business, one of the slogans is just one cup of coffee at a time. One cup of coffee at a time. Have that conversation and collaboration. That was my shoe. It sounded like the cat.
I thought it was the cat. He has not made his appearance yet.
So I know we talked about my coffee business, and it's just a slow process for me, because once you're committed to something like that, I really think it can really snowball, because there's no one else doing it.
Good.
No one else talking about it.
Good.
And it's not an easy thing to talk about, so it's understandable that no one else is doing it. Why I want to do it? I was blessed with great kids and great grandkids and some great nieces and nephews, and I saw some of their, not my kids, but I saw some of my other relatives' hardships, and it's time to bring awareness to that abuse and see if we can prevent some of it, because there are some good people out there doing it.
Yes, there are.
There really
truly are, and that's where we're headed right now.
Yep. So,
over to hear Jeff Gonzalez, and he's the state assemblyman, to hear what he has to say about all of that.
And lowering taxes. Woohoo!
And that, of course, is one of the reasons why we were talking about it, because we were preparing ourselves for the meeting and what Reno is going to add to I Know.
I got questions.
He always has questions.
Yeah.
But I guess I do too,
it
many
looks
times.
Dark.
What looks dark?
Or screen. I don't know if it's getting hot.
Well, I don't know. I can't. Well, maybe our show never got seen.
No, it's seen, but it's dark.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what.
Sharon's watching, just real quick, babe.
Who?
Sharon.
Sharon?
Yep.
Sharon, my sister-in-law, Sharon?
Boucher.
Or Boucher?
Do we look dark, Sharon? Or are we still clear? Just curious. But she says hi.
Hi. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay. All right, babe.
Well, may everything that has been reduced to noise in us become music again. And music and friendship and faith has no distance.
No distance.
I love you. Thank you for being here.